Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
Thank you once and again. This is Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World and host of RV Hour.
And Dwayne Adams, co-host and producer.
See, he made a new desk for us.
Oh,
What do you think?
Check this out.
Homemade.
Not too shabby.
It's fantastic. And
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. I love it to death, folks. It smells of fresh wood.
Fresh pine.
It reminds me of camping. All we need is a little smoke from the campfire. You know, it would be great.
Yeah, it is. It is nice.
So, in our last episode, I believe I was explaining the different types of RVs.
Yeah.
You know, in the industry, we have the lingo of types of RVs, like the Class A motorhome, the Class C motorhome, the Class B motorhome, the Class B plus, the Class CD, the Class BD, the Class C Super C. So what the heck does all that mean? I was trying to explain them. I was explaining them, and we ran out of time.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there's so many.
Yeah, man, there are a lot of them.
You know, but I did go through the Class A's, which are gas-powered engines in the front.
Oh, yeah.
There's diesel-powered Class A's where the engine is in the rear,
Okay.
kind of like a Greyhound bus.
All right.
The difference is in the Class A is it's a RV that's put on top of the frame rails of a chassis.
I got you.
Regardless of whether it's gas or diesel.
Okay.
So there's no automotive aspect to them. They're made, they're made to order.
Ready to go. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And they're usually the heavier, biggest, baddest, most slide rooms, and they're
All the extras. Yeah, that's nice. Everybody likes traveling and luxury.
That's true. Some of it is more luxurious than others, but we have entry-level Class A's available at Giant Recreation World at one of our 3 locations, always, Palm Bay, Winter Garden, where we're doing this podcast from, and Ormond Beach.
That's right.
The little engine that could, right?
Yes, sir.
I'd say it's little, however, it is also an RV supercenter.
Oh, yeah.
With acres and acres of RVs for sale, always.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They hold their own over there. They're doing pretty good. We're trying to get a little more promotion into their area. Let the locals know where the best deals are had.
True
it's working out.
Story.
Oh, yeah.
We're just trying to get the word out, folks. So make sure if you are watching this, make sure you like it. I guess. Can you like it?
Yes. Yeah, you can. Subscribe.
Send it to, send a link to your friend.
That's right.
On our website, the link is there. It's on, you can always see it on the YouTube.
Yes.
Just type in on a general search, right?
RV Hour Podcast. Yes, sir.
And Giant Recreation World.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to see a full listing of all of our RV Hour podcasts, if you go to our website on the About Us, there is a drop-down for the RV Hour. Click on that, and it shows the full list.
GiantRecreationWorld.com. Hover over to About Us.
Oh, yeah.
Click on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
And then when you see all those episodes listed, to the when you open one, go to the very right, it says get more info, right?
That's right.
You click on that, and there is the YouTube link for the few that are actual video podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
But everything else prior to, for years, was just audio.
Yeah, just audio. But still, yeah. Very good, valuable information.
And there's a lot of links and all that. So if you do, see more information or whatever about each one of the episodes, if we did a specific one with links and all that, they'll be supplied right there.
Yes, it'll be right there for you.
Lots of good income, good, stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of.
If you're an RV enthusiast or want to be, a lot of good stuff. Right
Definitely.
there. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
Class A's we got. They have Class C's, which are basically the front portion of a van.
Yes.
A full-size van on a 350 or 450 chassis.
Okay. Those are my personal favorites also.
Right.
Very easy to drive.
Have the cab over bunk overhead. So you've all seen those.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you watch last week's episode because I regaled everyone about some childhood memories of such.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They also make the Super C's, which are on a 550, 600 Freightliner, big, and basically like a moving van.
Oh, yeah.
but without the van box on the back, it has an RV on the back. So those are made for when you're towing heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And they make them that tow up to 20,000 pounds. So
wow.
Unbelievable. That's, race teams and things like that. You see.
Yeah, you get the...
Right.
Made me think of the bands, too. When the concert comes to town, that's usually who you see. The big RV with that big trailer on the back there.
Yeah, or all of us has that rich buddy that has that thing full of, golf carts, race cars,
Dirt bikes,
side
man.
all kinds of stuff in there. That's that you made it when you got that.
That's right.
So there you have it. Then you have the Class Bs, which are actually converted vans.
Yeah, those are really...
Put an RV on top. They just make an RV out of the inside. And a misnomer is everybody thinks they're cheaper. They're not. It costs more money to condense.
Yeah, I was going to say, we talked about that last week, too. Yeah, everybody thinks that they can get in on that, but sometimes more expensive.
We talked about travel trailers. Those are U-pullets, and you hitch it up at the bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Usually have a hitch receiver under there, and you hook it up with weight distribution hitch.
Oh, yeah.
To distribute the weight.
And not even to...
axles of the vehicle.
Yeah. And I wanted to bring up the old podcast that we've had, past podcasts, when we had Jordan on. Right. Jordan Burton from our service department.
He was a wealth of knowledge.
He explained all the different hitches, things of that you could go through. Check out that podcast as well, for sure.
We have fifth wheels, which are gooseneck type hookups. They hook up in the bed of the trucks.
Yeah, man.
So the weight in those is actually already kind of centered over the both axles of the truck, so that you don't need a weight distribution type hit.
Oh, there we go.
They're easier to hook up. They're easier to maneuver and all that. So that's why people prefer those that go with long trips.
I got another one for you. Marketing guys wise, the fifth wheels, they have I kind of went blank there for a second, but they have special offers going on too. So the Cedar Creek, things of that nature, if you check out the website, they have different stuff on there. Also, the Tiffin, the Tiffins as well have a special landing page that have 2 videos that have been added to that as well. Check those out. They're
very exciting, Jack.
Very exciting stuff.
.com.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, we talked about the toy haulers, which you can get, which is basically has a big garage door that opens that also acts as a ramp. So you can get a lot of people that are handicapped like those because they can get in and out easy. They're very roomy.
Roll right up,
right up because they're made to have rows of motorcycles or four-wheelers or whatever in the back. But you can put all kinds of weird stuff back there, whether it be canoes or or side-by-sides.
Yeah,
or
that'll be fun.
Even dirt buggies or
really? Rail cars? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they're usually as a rule they're heavier because they have more steel in the frame because they have to hold more weight.
Oh, okay.
But, with that being said, you can get them in a trailer or a fifth wheel or a Class A motorhome or a Class C motorhome, and guess what? Who has all of them?
Who's got them?
Giant Recreation World. Available to come see, and there's always kind of some specials and all that.
Yeah, definitely come check out our showroom here in Winter Garden. We're 42,000 square feet.
Boy,
air conditioning.
Walmart RVs.
Tell you, boy. You walk through, check them out.
We got pop-ups, which I think we talked about, where you crank them up and you expand the bunk ends. So when it's all closed up, it can be a 12-foot box.
That's right.
When you open it up, it can go all the way to about 30 feet.
Whoa, really?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, those boot ends are like 8 feet each.
Wow, that is impressive. Yeah, man.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
The benefit to those is because they pop down all into a little box. Even the roof goes down. You can put them in your garage.
There you
go. Truck campers. A lot of people that like to pull a boat or like to be off grid really like truck.
Oh, the truck campers.
The truck camper slides into the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
And then you have tie downs that are attached to either the holes in the bed or the better ones that go underneath to the actual frame of the truck.
Oh, okay.
You have chains that go up to the camper to hold them
in place. Now, I imagine that's a lot of the boondockers, as you said. That's more of that sort of thing, like take a fishing trip in the middle of nowhere.
You're that's the big deal. And a lot, like I said, a lot of people that like to pull a boat or something like that, and then still have their truck and not have to remove the camper.
Ah, I gotcha. That's it.
The boat there and go see the sights. You still got the camper on top of you.
Yeah, good. So I wanted to ask too, like if if it's a rough terrain for like if you have a 4-wheel drive truck, I'm sure that's better to put that camper on there rather than pull a trailer that might not be able to handle.
Everybody knows the answer, and absolutely.
There it is. Yeah.
Matter of fact, it might even help you get some traction, whatever you want to call it, because more weight on those wheels usually is the better.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes good.
But yeah, truck campers, also known as slide-in campers.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we don't sell them new. We have off and on in the past.
Here and there.
It's kind of a niche, a niche product.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if people start asking us for it more again, then guess what? We'll get.
There you go.
We do sell them used, though, so always check our website.
Yeah, man.
Park models. We don't really sell those. What we do sell is destination trailers.
Destination trailers, yes, sir.
The difference between a destination trailer and a park model is that a park model is not an RV. It does not have an RV seal on it because they don't usually have holding tanks. They do not have, they have a flushing toilet like your house.
Gotcha.
They're not self-contained. If they have slide-out rooms, they don't slide out. They either tip out or they push out manually.
Gotcha.
They're not made to be towed anywhere. You have to put them on blocks. You have to tie them down.
There it is.
Just like a mobile home.
Just like a mobile home.
So, and to move them, they make wide ones and all that, which everybody's used to seeing. Many campgrounds buy those to set up and rent out, kind of like a hotel room or a cottage, They do that, but they're not RVs. Not in any way. And you have to have a permit to move them anywhere.
Oh, because I'm sure you need a special truck and the whole nine.
Truck, you need the flag guys, front and back.
Oh, wow. Wide, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We don't deal in that. We deal in RVs only. And the destination trailers have power slide-out rooms, no tip-outs. They have RV holding tanks. They have RV refrigerator or RV toilets and all that. So, again, you can move them wherever you want. You don't have to tie them down. They just come with pretty big manual stabilizing jacks.
Oh, that's interesting.
Man. And they don't require any special insurance, folks.
That's a big one.
Requires insurance like a mobile home.
Yeah.
And everybody here in Florida knows that them tornadoes love them mobile homes.
Yeah.
Insurance pricing for mobile homes and park models is extremely expensive.
I could imagine.
Compared to a destination trailer.
Okay.
The idea behind those is they're supposed to be set up on a site and it's temporary use. You use it like a river house or whatever.
Like a second home, vacation home with you.
Not made to be lived in forever. A lot of people do, but they're not really made for that.
Gotcha. Oh wow. Now a lot of Florida is made up of those types of parks too.
They're then growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, man.
You got to think if you own a whole house, you have to pay, tax, income or property
tax on it. Yeah, yeah.
Real insurance on it and all kinds of different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is way more expensive.
All right.
So again, the cottage brand that we sell Cedar Creek Cottage,
right, is
so deluxe and bougie. You wouldn't believe that it was an RV when you walk into it.
Really? Okay.
It's 10-foot ceilings and all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh wow, very nice.
Yeah. Let's see. We got hybrid travel trailers. You got to think about yourself. What's that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a regular towable travel trailer, but either in the front or the back or both, it has flip down bunks like that.
Oh God.
So basically, you can pull the trailer around, and some of them are like 20 foot. And then when you flip the beds out, guess what? That's another 16.
Oh, that's all your extra space. Gotcha.
The interior space is living area or bathroom and all that, and the beds are in the bunk end.
Okay, very nice.
They don't pull out like a pop-up. They fold down.
Fancy.
Easy to deal with. And it's way. But another thing people think is these are cheaper than a regular trailer, but no. That apparatus costs more money to make.
Oh, yeah, man.
Than just a wall.
A regular, yeah.
There you have it. Teardrop travel trailers. Those are good for the people off-grid too because they're so small.
Yeah.
You've seen them. They're just little teeny trailers.
Seems like it's very eco-friendly.
You kind of got to crawl in it as a rule. Most of them just has like a bed in there.
Right, small bed. Yeah.
Small bed. We don't offer those either because they're very nichey, but we do offer our clippers. So the clippers is basically a taller
teardrop
hybrid of that.
Okay.
And then the roof pops up.
Oh wow.
So you can stand in the back of it.
Oh, very nice.
Inside of it, it has all fully self-contained, so it even has holding tanks and everything, where a teardrop does not.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Some of those have on the back. You open it up, and it's like an outside kitchen. You have a little refrigerator out there.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Burner, you know?
Yeah.
But there's no air conditioning. There's no toiletries. You know.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It is what it is. A lot of people prefer them.
Yeah, that's the off-grid camping.
And you can use them fine in a campground. A lot of them have the little portable tents that they set up, or the heavier duty tents, with the.
Oh yeah, that kind of little canopy on it. I'm with you. Okay.
They put their that's where they eat and all that to keep the bugs off, and they'll sleep in that little teardrop trailer.
Yeah, man.
But Airstream travel trailers basically are an RV made out of a plane fuselage, basically.
Oh, wow.
They're constructed the same way, and that's why they're so much money. But they don't have the normal problems that people have in a convertible RV.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's made like an airplane, so basically it'll float.
Gotcha.
They are airtight, basically.
Oh, fantastic.
So but that's why they're almost $200,000 for a big one with a big slider too.
Well, that is.
So we're coming up on a break.
That we are.
And we have some special announcement to talk about when you come back with us. I got a special guest.
Yes, sir.
Try to announce. We'll see. We'll see you in a minute.
See you in a bit.
Summertime is the perfect time to hit the open road with Giant Recreation World. Experience the freedom to go where you want, when you want with an RV. The kids are out of school and the weather's beautiful. Take advantage of special offers, low interest financing, and all perks only at Giant Recreation World, home of the lifetime warranty. Before you buy, sell, consign, trade up, or rent, get a fair and honest deal at the lowest prices without hidden fees. Make time this summer for a family adventure. Giant Recreation World has got you covered. And Winter Garden Destination Daytona in Palm Bay, or online at giantrecreationworld.com.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for holding. And as promised, I have somebody very near and dear to my heart, to my right side, probably on your viewing pleasure is your left.
That away.
I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, that away. Right next to me is Mr. Ron Newsome, who has been affiliated with Giant Recreation World, and prior to, I think, but Giant Recreation World since 1977.
Wow, look at that.
So I don't want to steal your thunder, but that was a thunderous, roaring applause that we should have heard in the background, because it's unheard of for retail establishments to have longevity like that among them. I think actually Ron's official start date was earlier than my own. So that's unbelievable.
Yeah, you were a little guy then,
right? Ron, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you found your place? You found yourself being here and doing what you do and what you have done. I mean, you've had all kinds of titles, if I remember.
Oh yeah, I've actually done pretty much most of the positions in the company. I've been with Giant Recreation World since the 70s. Which is a long, long time. So I've seen a lot of changes over the years, not only in the RVs themselves, but also in the industry overall. And Giant Recreation World has grown and grown and grown and grown to get to be where it's at now. So that is great. Proud to be associated with the company all this time.
You have no idea how proud we are to have you with us, because I got to tell you, if you ever want to know anything about RVs, Ron Newsome is the man.
Oh, right.
He does the absolute best demos too.
Okay.
You know why? Because he does what I call feature benefits. He tells the people about the feature and then tells them why they need that.
Ah, gotcha.
And it's coming from somebody who knows. Ron has been camping. He's been everything.
He's been
like you said, everything in the company, basically, a lot like myself. So there you go. We have a lot of kindred spirits, and I figured he was perfect to be our first video podcast accessory.
I would agree.
Yeah. So, Ron, I know right now you're a salesperson, and you basically have a leadership role in that sales department here at the Giant Recreation World Winter Garden location.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I have a story I wanted to say real quick, and it's a very recent story.
Okay, here we go.
So let's talk about Ron's dedication over and above his longevity.
Okay.
Okay, so I was at our Ormond Beach location. I believe it was on Tuesday, maybe Monday, this week. And I walk into the dealership Monday morning, getting ready for work. Guess who I see?
Who'd you see?
Ron Newsome sitting there at the Ormond Beach store. I said, "Hey, Ron, you don't work here. What you doing?"
I told him I got lost.
No, yeah. If anybody knows Ron, he is very witty. But he was actually, he had sold one of their pieces of inventory.
Okay.
And the customer wanted it like now. So
gotcha.
So he got in one of our company trucks, drove it to the Ormond Beach store, picked up the trailer himself, and brought it back so that the service department there could prep it and get it ready, and delivered it that day.
They took delivery that afternoon.
Wow.
Probably 2 o'clock.
But that is going over and above. Most of our salespeople would just wait for a driver, and
Oh, yeah.
when you have a customer that needs it that bad for whatever reason, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah. Customer service is
I don't
paramount.
care if Ron's been an employee for us for 50 years or whatever it is now. He is going to do what he has to do because he works for the customers.
That's right.
And every review I get from you about you, primarily on the little cards I send people, always say that Ron Newsome is awesome, and I wish we could bottle his energy.
I try to make sure everybody's happy.
That's a fact.
To make it so it works.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
It's I feel like I would treat the way I want to be treated if I went to a place. So I try to make sure they get that same experience. They're happy with everything. I ask them many times, I want to make sure you have a smile on your face before you go out of here. If you don't have a smile now, you're going to have a smile before you leave.
That's a fact. And he makes sure it happens, Captain.
There you go.
Yep.
That's great.
He is human, but I'm telling you, when he's in the zone out there in the RV, just telling people about it and things that they aren't thinking of, kind of like if he finds out if they're going to have pets. So if they're going to have pets and it's a motorhome or whatever, do the rooms sliding in inhibit the use of the whole RV? So if it does, it's probably not good for a dog if you have a bigger dog, things like that. And he'll take you, tell you that right away, even if we don't even have that exact one on our lot. We can sell from all our dealerships, so we have access to almost every floor plan all the time.
Okay.
And he will slow the process down if the unit isn't right for the customer.
I try to make sure I spend a lot of time finding out what they want to make sure we get what they need.
Yeah.
You go through the process, show them the coach, show them the benefits, why they want that particular coach, and why I think it might fit for what they want to do. I always tell everybody I don't know everything, but I do know a little bit over the years. Through osmosis, you learn a little bit anyway.
I believe Ron Newsome has forgotten more than any of us really know.
Well, yeah, I would agree with you there.
People are, I'm doing this podcast because I'm much like him in that I have a roundabout full knowledge of about everything. Mm-hmm. But however, I can't just tell you what I know. I just say, ask me and I'll tell you. Yeah. Basically.
And I teach from experience when you're using the products all the time, using the different stuff. So I've got firsthand experience, and I can share that with the customers to make it so they feel comfortable making the decision to do business with us.
Well, we have our VIP camping club.
Oh, yeah.
Ron is about our most active member, sales member anyway. He goes to campouts. He certainly goes to every rally, but Ron will certainly make sure he speaks to all the customers out there, and he actually listens and cares.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah, really is.
I'm sorry, Ron, I'm kind of making you feel a little embarrassed, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit.
But
you deserve it, though.
I'm known for a few things. One of them is telling it like it is, and that's exactly how you are. So, he's just very happy-go-lucky, and you see that in every day. As far as a cartoon character, he's Ned Flanders, and everybody knows that. Am I right? Heidi-ho, neighbors. That's Ron right there.
And when they're in the showroom and they hear a build-out bang, they just beat on the wall.
Yep. Oh, can you tell us a story about your old demo when you used to hang off the cabinetry?
Oh, the one HR told me I can't do it.
Why don't you?
Oh, there you go.
That's a story, folks. So we need to hear it.
Well, it was demoing a coach. I thought one of the things I want to demo is how strong the coach is. It was a brand new sports coach motorhome.
That's a big diesel pusher, folks.
Yeah,
Big diesel.
there you go, motorhome. And there's a couple that happened to be here on vacation down from New England. And ironically, the lady was a nurse.
Okay.
But, I'm showing them to coaches, and I wanted to show them how strong these cabinets were. And I'm not a lightweight. You can't see from the picture, but I weigh about 225 pounds. And so I took a cabinet door, lifted up, and I thought I'm just going to show them I'm going to hang from the cabinet. Well, this particular cabinet by the kitchen I normally use happened to have a counter that stuck out so far it wasn't going to be comfortable. So I thought, well, hey, there's a door. There's a cabinet right above the door. So I opened the door, and I swing out the door with the cabinet, hanging from the cabinet, and then swing it back in. And I thought I was all the way back in. All of a sudden, I heard a crack. And I felt the cabinet give. And I thought, uh-oh, I don't want to be embarrassed. So I let go, thinking that I was going to be inside the motorhome. I wasn't. I was in the step area. Oh, man. Down the stairs like boom, 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 boom. I ended up with 9 staples in the back of my head.
Oh,
broke
good.
it over real.
Yeah, see, that's dedication to the RV demonstration, folks. But I'll give you even some more backstory. He used to do that all the time. Now, as they lightened up the RVs in the building process, they still keep them strong. However, they don't have all those super thick backers for cabinetry. So they figure 220 pounds is not needed.
Needed for that.
So in the past, a lot of times they use screws, and they screwed the cabinets.
Right.
This particular situation, they changed and used staples in the bottom of the cabinet.
That's right.
Everybody sees it.
Oh,
The
good.
staple doesn't hold as strong. And when you put the extra weight swinging out the door,
Yeah.
I guess the extra exertion would be jumping and getting excited about showing it to them.
Right?
Shuts you right out the door.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is the cabinet only dropped down about 1.5 inches.
Oh,
That's all. It pulled it out of the staple. The bottom of the cabinet dropped down about 1.5 inches, and that was all. I dropped down out of the coach.
Well, yeah, and we lost Ron there for about a month or so, recovering from his damage. But with that being said, things change over the years. I don't think he does a whole lot of hanging anymore off them.
Probably
cabinets.
not. Probably not.
He still does bang on the sidewalls though.
The crazy part of that is I met the people that bought the coach because they were wanting to know what happened to the cabinet. I said, well, I'm the guilty party.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
That's funny. Did they buy it?
They did.
Excellent. So, no. Yeah.
Fortunately, she had to help me out. She was a nurse. Wrap my head up.
Oh, my goodness. That's unbelievable. That kind of highlights how the RV lifestyle is, though. That customer didn't know you from Adam, right? And there, boom, they're doing helpful, and
just to see how I was doing.
that's if we're in a campground, that's what you do too. You see somebody that might have fell over or hurt themselves, you go over and help.
Yep.
Take
If
care
you
of
see them
fellow
having
neighbors.
trouble setting up their RV, what do you go do? You go help them set up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Speaking of helping, Ron Newsome, even though he's the most seasoned salesperson we have in our whole company,
All right.
he's the first guy to get out there and help move units around or
There you
whatever. He's always there.
That is.
And that gains the major respect from his peers.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, again, I want it to be a good experience for customers. I don't want coaches to be misaligned, not the rims not be out.
There you go.
Present the best possible, put our best foot forward.
That's a fact. Some of the newer breed, though, they seem like you got people for that, but the more you can get out there and messing with stuff, whether it be even putting the rooms out or whatever, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the better you are at doing the demo.
That's
I
right.
also get to know where things are.
There are mystery switches, especially in the pre-owned stuff. Sometimes we just don't have a clue and let you push it. Right?
I have been accused by some of the other salesmen of hiding coach.
Well, Ron, we won't say nothing, but yes, he has been known to hide a coach that just came in trade, and he knows that sucker's being. Everybody got appointments on it. It might find its place at the other lot somewhere
In the back.
with Ron sitting there waiting for his customer, which he knows to drive to the back.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Making them sales, boy.
It's not his first day, folks. Yes. So Yeah, Ron, I love reminiscing about stuff like that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I've been in so many years. There's a lot of reminiscing.
I'm trying to
a lot of stories.
I'm trying to keep it PG rated.
Yeah.
So that being said, we won't go. My brain's thinking it, but I'm not going to say it. Actually, Ron's awesome.
That's on another show.
We have had a lot of fun times in the at the rallies. Like I said, Ron's quick to help him around the lot. He's quicker to help at the rally.
That's right.
If trash needs dumping, guess what? He'll do it.
Oh, yep.
And it's fun at the rallies to interact with all the people.
Oh, yeah.
Meet with their families. And again, you get to see them year after year. Many of them, I've had customers probably bought like 9 coaches from me.
Oh, wow. There you go.
It's just the years. And
yeah, man.
And you see their kids growing up, and now the kids are often getting married, and now they want to buy.
They're getting RV.
Well, yeah, I've talked about that, about the RV, the VIP Camping Club before, where I can remember being at one of the rallies, and there's 3 generations of family, all in their own rig, all together.
Yeah.
We had the grandparents, the parents, and the kids. All had their own RV they bought from us.
Yeah, man.
So that's a family affair.
That's fun.
We probably have more than that I just don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all different kind of personalities. The only thing we all have in common is that our love for the outdoors and the RV lifestyle.
Oh yeah. And which too, we're going to Margaritaville this year. So if you haven't registered for that, get on the VIPcampingclub.com. Get yourself registered.
I not too long ago went to Margaritaville. It's a beautiful camp.
Oh,
I heard it was. I have not been able to go yet, but I'm excited that we're having the food tasting pretty soon.
Oh,
so I'm going to get me some free vittles. And very exciting.
Good to have then. Good.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful camp.
Sometimes I get to go to the testing of the singers, so I get to see a free little mini show.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
See, membership has its privileges, folks.
There it is.
Yeah.
And
And
our entertainment.
a lot of times,
Good.
it's almost all digital now, though, since COVID. But hey, in the old days, I remember going to meet them at whatever bar they were playing at. And we'd listen and say, "Oh yeah, they're good."
Yeah, make sure they're good. Yeah.
No, that's not going to match our people.
And people really, really enjoy the rally. It's a family experience.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there's usually more people because they bring their whole family. They'll bring kids.
Yep.
We've never even met, but they bring them with them.
Yeah.
They bring. Sometimes it seems like they're cousins or something. They're all packed in the RV because it's a lot of fun. Sometimes there's 600-700 people coming.
Oh yeah,
That's a fact.
So it's a blast.
And what makes it even more impressive is that we don't pay for it like we used to. We used to pay all expenses. Now we've outgrown that to a big degree. But now with 600-700 people, that rivals even back when we paid for everything.
Oh yeah.
And
It's a great time for the family, for the kids growing up. It gives them memories.
Oh yeah.
And that's a big deal about camping. You got to take your family and give the kids memories that maybe you had yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the time when you were a kid and maybe you went camping.
Family.
You remember lots of things that happened during that time.
absolutely.
As opposed to what you got for Christmas last year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I can't say it any more true because absolutely. I remember my first experience with the RV.
Most everybody does.
Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid, we went tent camping.
I look fondly on it. I look back very fondly.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And again, it was a family experience. I happen to have 3 older brothers, so the whole family went camping in the station wagon and did the tent camper. Went up in the mountains, and you can remember all the experiences you had during that type of thing, doing that type of thing, whether it be one place or 4 places or 5 places. It's a lot of memories for your kids and it kind of bonding.
Oh yeah.
It is a family affair. Ron, and folks out there in our listening, watching audience or whatever, if you come to Giant Recreation World of Winter Garden, make sure you ask for Ron.
Say hello.
You'll not be making any mistakes there. He treats his customers very, very well.
That's a fact.
And he cares.
I'll make
Ron,
it worth your.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Need a golf cart? Check out Advanced EV at Giant Specialty Vehicles, part of Giant Recreation World. More than golf carts, the hottest electric neighborhood vehicle. Fastest in the industry. Top speeds at 25 miles an hour. Four-wheel disc brake seatbelts, full color digital display, speedometer, odometer, charge meter, and more. Plus, all Advanced carts have higher impact class windshields and upgraded seats with matching body color stitching. New inventory, colors, and styles at GSV at Giant Recreation World in Winter Garden or online, giantrecreationworld.com.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
Hello, folks. Hey, we're back. That was such a good visit we had with Mr. Ron.
That was fun to have Ron here.
Yeah, he's got so many stories. I told him he'll have to come back.
He is. He's a nice guy. He's a very great guy to be with, hang out with, all that stuff.
Yeah, so I was playing golf yesterday in the hot. It was like 120 degrees. It felt like out there. And I was with some banking people.
Okay.
And they were picking my brain for how things are going, and
Gotcha.
for economic indicators, and I heard from them that some of their yacht companies that they fund or whatever, people that make yachts,
Okay.
they're starting to feel the pinch really bad.
Oh, wow.
So that's one of like the first outlying indicators of recession coming and whatnot.
It's because the yacht industry,
They're very interested with us because we're always known as an early
indicator for it.
indicator.
Yeah.
And, I said, well, we're still doing like COVID numbers.
Yeah.
Now our margins are dismal, but we got to be competitive, and we want as many people as we can get camping in RVs.
That's right.
Giant Recreation World.
That's right.
So we're getting our market share. They're all happy about that, and they're pleasantly pleased that our business isn't going down.
There you go.
So maybe
Good.
it's more regional. So again.
No, that's great. That's fantastic.
But, things like what I heard on the radio this morning was a very positive thing for our industry. Like, the airports and flights all being canceled.
Yes.
I mean, there was
It's crazy.
a bunch of them, and those are flights for people getting ready to go for their vacation for over the 4th.
Yeah.
Now their plans get ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they have to make last minute changes, and everybody knows that if anything you do last minute costs you 3 times.
3 times as much.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Good. Rental cars hard to come by.
Yeah.
The hotels are charging exorbitant amounts of money.
Crazy amounts.
And there's so much the demand right now because of the COVID is all over the country pretty much, that there's no rooms in it.
Yeah. So I wanted to tell you with the flights. I heard that they sometimes will overbook a flight just to make sure the flight is full, but then everybody shows up and they have to move half of the plane to another flight. I mean, you talk about inconvenience. Like, come on, guys, you guys got to work something out here.
There ought to be a law.
There ought to be a law. Yeah, it's horrible.
It grinds my gears.
Yeah, really grinds my...
I'm sorry, that's another Simpson reference. I might let everybody know that I do watch The Simpsons. So, what else? What else is possible good for us? Not good for the nation, though. I hear that Ford plans to lay off at least 1,000 contractors.
Oh, goodness, man. That's no fun.
Wall Street Journal, so I guess it's probably true.
That might be.
And it makes me think, wonder why. It possibly could be because of the electric car
could be
syndrome, and they're gearing or retooling, or they're getting ready for electric cars. Now, if you look at like Tesla and the other electric cars companies, there's not near as many things to choose from, like types of cars.
Right, the different types,
like there is in the gasoline.
Yeah, the combustible engine. Yeah, I would agree.
So again, they won't have to make as many. They'll just have to concentrate on a couple of 3 different models.
Yeah. So that supposedly will help with the waste, help with the, emissions.
I think me, conspiracy Larry, but I don't think the stuff that they mine for and that they use in those batteries is worth a darn. I think it's really, really bad for us.
I would agree. Yeah, I think there's going to be repercussions. Bad things will happen from that. I felt like Porky Pig on that one. But yeah, I would agree. I don't think anybody is really aware for what's going to happen from mining all of that. The consequences to the environment, our shortages, having the supply chain for it. A lot of things there.
And again, I heard through the grapevine that the Mercedes Sprinter vans or whatever, the diesel vans that they make,
Oh, yeah.
are going to all electric. Their goal is for 2025 or 6.
So all electric. Wow.
Only electric.
Oh,
So,
that's interesting.
you know,
I mean, it's got to be the battery. I mean, I don't mean to go down the electric car path. We've discussed this many a time, but it's how can you really prepare to support that kind of change?
well, and that kind of demand on our,
On our infrastructure, all the power grids.
I don't know about everybody else, but in Ormond Beach, I mean, our power blinks off and on all the time.
Yeah,
It seems like.
Now, to the electric car side, many argument you hear in South Florida, Central Florida here, is if there's a hurricane and you need to evacuate, okay, then you can't really charge up. So I'm listening and we're discussing this, and I had that same when the power goes out, the gas pump is off also. You're not getting gas. The only thing you can do is you can get your gas early. But then we even discussed, when we evacuate, how far are you evacuating to? We don't leave Florida in an evacuation. We just go to the other side.
Sometimes we leave the whole state.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's a whole lot easier to do.
Oh, yeah. When you have a
Empty, you just pull over and fill it up with gas.
gas-powered...
However, they do have those superchargers at select area locations, right?
Yeah, so that's, again,
But
okay.
they charge you just as much or more than the fuel.
Hurricane's coming. You got to stand outside and let that thing charge for an hour while the hurricane's coming, You fill up your tank in 3 minutes.
Plus about 5 or 6 gas tanks in the bed of the truck.
Yeah. It's just, there's a lot there. Still having a tough time with it. I'd love to believe it, though.
True.
I'd like to.
Yeah. So CNBC's show Make It is going to feature a Michigan KOA owner.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting. Make sure y'all look for that.
Yeah, that is nice.
Push CNBC.
CNBC. No.
But that's a positive RV.
Yeah, that is a positive show they were. Yeah.
Him and his wife, he worked for the state government, him and his wife making like $200,000 a year, and came home all of a sudden, tell his wife that, guess what, hon? We're going to buy a campground. I'm going to quit, and we're going to buy a camp.
Gonna buy a campground. Wow, that's nice. There you go.
Make sure you look that story up. That's pretty good.
Probably need more of those guys out there right now, huh? Yeah, true. More campgrounds.
Another thing about KOA, the Holo Footwear announced a partnership with KOA.
Oh, that's nice.
Make sure you look that story up.
The Holo Footwear. Now, do you get a pair of shoes when you go by?
I think they're making basically type and colors that are for KOA. So they're probably selling them in their camp stores.
Okay. Get you like a yellow Holo foot.
KOA has a lot of locations. It's like
That they do.
the big player.
Yeah. That's why I used to go all the time when I was a kid also, the KOAs.
We all remember them. And,
Oh, yeah.
Having their own footwear thing is probably cool, and I'm sure they're using some of that money to help the RV industry.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of shoe it is. Like if it's a Hey Dude type or a flip-flop.
It's
Something of the leisure.
like a croc. Look,
Oh, okay.
Good for RVs and outdoors.
There you go. That's what you need.
They look like Croc type stuff, but they're
Okay.
not Crocs. They're not Hey Dudes, who's owned by Croc.
Huh.
Did you know that?
You just blew my mind. I did not know that.
Yeah, the Crocs are they make Hey Dudes.
Get out.
Yes, they.
All right. There's the one new one for the day.
It doesn't make them stupid, folks. Because I'm wearing a pair of Hey Dudes right now.
The wife has been trying to get me into them too.
Yeah.
Everybody loves them. I know. I'm getting there. I'll be there soon.
So, I would also like to maybe talk about another little story about the RV lifestyle.
Okay.
If you all
let's hear
don't
it.
mind.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that one.
I would hope you would come up with some now, because I know you go camping.
Oh, yeah. I've got some RV stores.
Mm-hmm. And I'm very interested in hearing them, but I do remember, I just can't get past the thinking of riding in the Class Cs and the overhead bunk, when they used to put windows in the very front of those overhead.
Oh, really? So you could watch? So
And
that's
we
what
would watch ourselves driving, and watch birds and bugs hit the window right in front of us. Our faces are basically pushed up against the glass.
up on the glass.
Just thinking about if we got in a head-on collision, because we were not fastened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
up through that window pane we would have went.
Yeah, man. Oh,
I remember it
but
was
still,
fun.
great memory.
Riding in the station wagon, pulling the little trailer that we had at one time.
Okay.
We'd be in the back of the station wagon.
Gotcha.
Not no car seats, no seat belt. You know,
Just hanging out on almost that floor area. Yeah.
yeah.
That's fun.
Those are just that's again I've said so many times. It's not the destination.
That's right.
It's the trip.
Yep.
You know, so that's the biggest plus over RVs. You know,
Yeah, man.
I don't care. You know, compare it to a flight. You know, even if you have a window seat, you're going to see the top of clouds. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's not a whole lot to see.
Not a lot to see out the window. Here and there. Nothing.
Again, the conspiracy theory says you're probably going to see UFOs.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. They're all coming out now, supposedly. They're all coming to
You
get it.
can't play Slug Bug.
No.
You know, you can't play I Spy.
I can't really play Slug Bug anymore.
What's that?
Punch Buggy Blue. They're not really that popular as they used to be.
Well,
You get like a yellow one here and there.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They still are making them.
We do a lot of I Spy. I Spy is a
Okay.
fun one still we do on the road. Yep. That and 21 Questions, Find the Animal.
It's 100,
stuff.
bottles of beer on the wall. They don't appreciate that inside the aircraft, unless it's private aircraft. You know.
It's hard to get the whole aircraft singing just bottles of beer on the wall.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, it's too funny.
Manilow, when I was a little kid, we were driving into the campground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He'd come on.
Raindrops are falling on my head. That's another one
Oh, there you go.
that we would blast up, and everybody in the car would be singing.
We do Caroline. Sweet
You know
Caroline.
what I'm saying, folks? Doesn't this sound fun?
It is. Good stuff.
When we were kids, sitting at the dinette table, we'd be playing board games that are made for RVs.
Mhm.
So they would be metallic. The boards would be metallic, and the pieces would be magnetic.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so we'd play checkers and
That's
chess.
the way to do it. Yeah.
You know, tic-tac-toe, whatever.
Yeah.
All of those little
Let
games.
me tell you, too, the last RV trip we took, I had my little one was able to sit next to me up front while we were driving.
Excellent.
It's a bit different, you know. It was fun to have her next to me as a co-pilot rather than the wife who's always, as your co-pilot. She got to relax in the back, watch TV, and the little one and I took the ride. It was fun. It's good stuff.
Benefit to the RV lifestyle.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of people like their dogs, to be up there with them.
Yeah,
while they're driving.
yeah.
One of my
Back.
dogs like to ride on the dashboard if we're taking a Class A.
Does he? Gets up on the dash?
Just lay right down on the dashboard, watching, the traffic go by
Oh, that's too funny.
out of the windshield.
That's funny.
Yeah, very cool.
Good for him.
And they both, like if we have to leave them in the RV because we're going out to dinner or whatever,
Okay.
first thing they do is open the
Sit and just watch.
go by. Yeah. It's just awesome for them.
That's funny. It's like a front row seat for them. That's funny.
So, the interest in RVing is still growing.
That it is.
I think it'll continue because of like what I said about the airports and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The campgrounds themselves are all growing.
That they are.
I'm very
That they are.
excited about a new one they're building in Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
And so hopefully we can maybe have a rally there in a year or two.
That would be nice.
But, you mentioned it earlier. It's at the
Margaritaville.
I guess in Lakeland area.
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah, I think that's where it is. Yeah. Yep.
So,
Right off I-4 there. Yes, sir.
just past where the traffic is ungodly.
Yeah. It's incredible that it just stops. It's like, oh, I see a Disney sign.
Yeah, I believe there has to be some engineering.
Yeah, they're working on it. They're getting it.
Any lanes being built,
No,
and there's
no.
a lot of median built. It looks like that they could put lanes on.
Yeah. So what I think was end up happening too was the on-ramps. That's what was kind of, but they've got it all, hopefully squared away. Get out there.
Doing the on and off ramps at our exit number in Ormond Beach.
Oh.
This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're gonna. I think it's this helix looking thing that they're gonna do that supposedly increases the capacity and less
Wow.
lights and goes for right now. There's 2 lights. Now to go down to 1,
Okay.
and it's all kinds of benefits. Plus, you won't. I know the exit if you're going northbound on the I-95.
Right.
It's all automatic. All of a sudden, 20 mile an hour. What? Direct UE.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're gonna
Okay.
do away with that. They're going to get us off way earlier.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good.
So that's another positive thing. But as a business owner, construction like that a
Slow.
long time, and it can make it kind of slow. So
Yeah.
Look, we might be having a sale come up here in Ormond Beach.
Hey, keep an eye out.
Make your way to us, and guess what? We'll make it worth your while.
Come on.
Speaking of sales, don't we have some pop?
Yeah, I feel like we might have some specials in Bartow's Corner.
I don't usually have this kind of stuff because this happened.
Oh, wait,
They
sit,
have it.
wait.
Look, there are Bartow Corner items.
There are items.
And tell our Dennis from our Ormond Beach location, he's our senior sales manager.
There's our special.
He offered some specials. Of course, they're all the winter garden units. So,
Oh, goodness.
but remember, we have the same units and opportunities at all of our locations.
Yep.
I know we're still having, we have special on every type.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
Anything 22, you won't get a better deal.
Yeah, and that's mainly what's in the Bartow Corner. Now,
That's a fact.
not to even quote numbers, but one of them was almost half off.
That's what I'm saying.
So when I got the paper to even see what the special was, and I saw that on there, I said, that one is almost half off of the MSRP price? That's serious? That's not a typo? I said, no, that's how good these deals are right now. But yeah.
That means we're digging into my cost, folks. So again, we're selling them cheaper than they cost us.
Yep.
You know what else? The hail of a sale unit.
Hell of a sale.
Our Palm Bay location had a hailstorm about a
Yep.
month ago, and
Those units are really good, though. They're doing they're barely even anything to them.
you can actually see it. But on the small ones, like our clippers or our single axle units, they all only got hit on the back.
Yeah,
so
that's
the
right.
front and the sides are perfect, just on the back. And then some of them got hit on the left side, some of them got hit on the right side.
That's right.
Just got it in the front, just depending on which way they were pointing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But so we have some of our Class A, Class B pluses on that list that have. If you look real close, you might be able to find some. But the Wayfarers by Tiffin, they are Mercedes.
There's a couple Wayfarers on there. Oh yeah,
and they are way bougie. So, folks, if you're looking to downgrade, which is who we're selling that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's
People
back.
that want to get out of their big fifth wheeling truck or out of their big diesel pusher motorhome.
Yeah.
Or big Class A into something smaller they could use for shorter trips.
Short trips. That's really what it is.
Use as a travel van.
That's right.
That's what they're doing. Hey, guess what? Oh, we're out of time.
Here we go.
We'll be right back with you late next week.
The RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.